Hello everybody and welcome back to Traversing Food, where today I'm going to be checking out this Russian Expedition Week of Life ration. Yep, it's that time of month again. And for the new subscribers, they're not familiar with this, I picked up the entire week. This is like a civilian expedition. They're called the Week of Life rations, where you have a 24-hour ration Monday through Monday through Sunday. And yeah, we're on Tuesday. I review one of these at the first week of every month, and naturally last month I started with Monday. This month is Tuesday, and just going to go right on down the line. But a little bit about Tuesday's MRE. We have 71 grams of protein, 80 grams of fat, 343 grams of carbohydrates. We got 2,368 kcals. This weighs in at 750 grams, or about 1.65 pounds. This was packed on September 10th, 2019. Has a best by date of August 23rd, 2020. And yeah, it says you need 2 liters of water, cookware, cutlery. And you're wondering why I need so much water? Well, the mains are freeze dried. And I know on Monday's menu had a soup that it actually called for cooking it, or simmering 20 to 25 minutes. It wasn't really instant, but it was good. One thing I do wish, compared to Monday's, the soup was fine, but yeah, I do wish the mains were a little bit bigger. But anyway, let's get this opened up, get going. I'm going to try and keep this under 30 minutes. And yeah, I know, it's Super Bowl weekend. And yeah, I usually upload my videos on Sunday, which I probably still will. That way, you got something better to watch than that crappy halftime show. I'm going to check out the mains last, of course. I usually put them right in front. Alright. Let me get my translator ready. I forgot my old man glasses. But I should remember everything from first time, so let's see what I can remember. We have a sachet of honey. Got a package of sunflower seeds. They seem to be a little bit vacuum sealed too. Got our apple jam. This is a tea bag. We have a cappuccino drink with a packet of powdered chocolate to sprinkle on top. Got all-weather matches with a striker. Got some napkins. I believe this is a moist towelette. Got another tea bag here. Where did I put the other one? Oh, there it is. Let me move this up a little bit. Trying to keep it a little bit organized, but not too much though. Let's see what we got here. We've got a prune and nut fruit bar. I think that's 50 grams. Oh, let's see here. Got our chocolate bar. 2 more moist towelettes. We've got some salt. Oh, let's see here. Got some pepper. We have an orange caramel energy drink tablet. It's kind of like a Tums tablet. Got a pack of raisins. Got an energy drink. I believe this is apple. Get the rest of this stuff out of here. There we go. Got 2 packs of crackers. These are standard, your standard flour crackers. And we have a packet of wheat crackers. Got a 30-gram pack of roasted salted peanuts. I didn't really have anything to use this in Monday's ration, but this is like a spicy tomato sauce. Got 3 pieces of gum. Three packs of sugar. Got 3 hard candies. I believe this is like a bayberry flavor. It's like a red fruit. Very nice. They got like a soft center to them. Got 4 water purification tablets. And our mains. We've got an omelet with fried onions, spicy potato soup with meat, and rice pilaf with meat. Okay, definitely a lot of decent food here. It seems like compared to a Monday's ration that besides the mains, everything is the same. But I'm still going to treat everything like I've never tried it before, in case someone comes along and just checks out one of the reviews. But let me get my tray. We'll get breakfast started. Okay, everybody, here's what we're going to have for breakfast. Got our apple jam, our wheat crackers, naturally, got our omelet with fried onions, our prune bar with nuts, and our cappuccino drink. But let's get our cappuccino drink ready first. Get our little package of chocolate powder. Put on top after we get all this mixed up. Seems like definitely a lot more milk powder than coffee. Smells good though. In our omelet with fried onions, this is kind of weird. You know, it calls for 150 to 200 milliliters of boiling water, and you mix it very well, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then you boil it for 2 to 3 more minutes while stirring constantly. Well, I'm not going to reboil it. I'm just going to add the boiling water, give it a good mix, set it aside. I'm just going to use 150 mils of water, see how it does. And if it's too thin, well, I'll know better next time. Get this opened up. Jeez. Come on, Steve. And, yeah, it smells pretty interesting. But if anybody is wondering about the ingredients in here, let me hit it with the translator. This contains egg powder, whole milk powder, fried onions, dried onions, beef bouillon flavor, dried dill, and parsley. And that's it. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to add some boiling water to it, get a really good stir, set it aside for about, I don't know, 8 minutes, maybe 10, and see how it is. Let me get some hot water for everything. Alright, here's some hot water for a cappuccino drink. I'll give that a mix in a minute. And it calls for 150 to 200 mils of water. I decided to go in the middle, do 175. Oh my god, that's thin. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. This powder just doesn't want to break down very well. Maybe I should have added a little bit of water first. Stir it into a paste. Alright, I'm going to come back to this later and see what I can do with this. Okay, everybody. Well, hopefully it's not too much of a disaster. But our omelet, it was like soup. It was so watery. I have it on a stove behind me. I'm going to go by the directions. Like I said, it called for 150 to 200 mils of water. I added 175. Gave it a good mix. Everything was dissolved. It seemed like water. So yeah, it also calls for to be boiled for 2 to 3 minutes. That's what I'm going to do. And we'll get our little packet of chocolate powder. I like this. There we go. But first, let's check out the moist towelette. It's kind of like the normal Russian ones. They're a little springy one way, nice and tough the other way. It's almost like a dryer towel. They're really nice. Always did like these. They don't smell like anything. After a few seconds, hands are dry. But let's check out the wheat crackers. Take a couple of these out. This one seems to be broken. Check it out really quick. Yeah, those have really good flavor, but man, it needs salt. It has to go with something. That's why I'm going to have it with our apple jam. Let's see, we got a tear nut somewhere on here. We usually do. All right, there we go. Check this out really quick. It's usually nice and dark, which it is. This has always been very good. And yeah, it tastes great. Basically just apple, sugar. That's it. Yeah, it's really nice. We'll check out our prune and nut bar. Nice and dark. You know, if it's going to have prunes in it, it's going to be really dark. Boy, very, oh my, I about can't break it. Very dense. Yeah, that is really good. Has a nice prune flavor. Not too strong though. A little bit sweet. I enjoyed it really well. And we'll check out our cappuccino drink. Yeah, it tastes really good. Okay, this is this is going to be a little bit interesting. But I'm going to move all of this off to the side. But following the directions, after putting it on the stove, let it boil 2 to 3 minutes, stirring constantly. Yeah, it actually looks like, you know, scrambled eggs. As I fog up the camera. And after everything's not fogged up anymore, I'm going to come back. Okay, after following the directions, the eggs actually don't look too bad. They smell really nice. I think I could have cooked them longer, boiled off a little more moisture. They do taste good. They have enough salt. Doesn't seem to need any pepper or hot sauce. Has a nice onion flavor to it. Yeah, I think these are pretty good. Okay, that's going to do it so far for the Russian Expedition. I guess you can say Tuesday menu. everything's pretty good. As long as you go by the directions that they call for, the eggs turn out really nice. Do they taste like the real thing? Well, no. But they're freeze dried, so what do you expect? They do taste good for what they are. But until then, I'll see you at lunchtime. Okay, everybody, this is what I'm going to have for lunch. I'm going to have the spicy potato soup with meat, and the meat in this is going to be the freeze-dried chicken meatballs again. Got our roasted and salted peanuts. Got some raisins. I don't know how thick the soup is going to be. Being a potato soup, you would think it would be a little bit thick, but if it's thin, I'm going to add some crackers to it for some texture. We've got our orange caramel energy drink tablet. Got a bayberry candy. And one thing I wanted to mention, besides the breakfast was a little bit weird, at least the eggs were. The taste was okay, but the texture is pretty strange. But one thing that didn't help, I was kind of tired. I apologize for that. Maybe next time I'm feeling that tired, I'll just do a review at a different time. But anyway, I want to get the soup ready. Kind of like the Monday menu. It takes 400 milliliters of water, and it wants to be simmered 20 to 25 minutes. But I still want to see what this looks like. Let y'all see what it looks like too. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a thin soup. Got a lot of chunks of potatoes in there, carrot. You can see your chicken meatballs. Got a beef bouillon smell to it. Kind of like Monday's menu. It's supposed to have celery, fried onions, garlic in there too. But I got some water simmering on the stove. I'm going to go dump this in and get it started. Okay, everybody. Soup is about done. Let's get our drink ready. It just calls for 200 to 250 milliliters of water. Yeah, that's about right. Like I said, this is like an effervescent tablet. So while that's doing its thing, check out our peanuts. We'll put our crackers over here. They look like they're lightly salted, roasted very nicely. Yeah, got a good roast on those, nice and crunchy, a little bit salty, really good flavor. Get our raisins opened up here. There we go. These look good. They don't seem dried out. Nice golden raisins. Yeah, those are nice and sweet. Always enjoy these. But one thing I always did enjoy, sweet and salty. Have some of the peanuts with the raisins. Really good mix. Yeah, those go really well together. And we'll check out our orange drink real quick. Give it a little mix there just in case. Yeah, I always find those drinks interesting. Now, you don't really have too much of a caramel flavor. Now, it does taste like orange, even if it is artificial. Not really sweet, but when you do take a drink, it actually tastes like it's carbonated. Really interesting. Let's get our soup. You can see, as long as the camera doesn't fog up too much, it smells really nice. Try not to spill anything. And like I said, it smells nice. Nope, got stuck to the napkin there. Got your, oh, almost had one. Yeah, got decent sized chunks of potatoes, carrots. That is dill and parsley. A lot of garlic. Got a, yeah, there's one. Got your chicken meatballs. I'll give one a try real quick. Yeah, those just have an interesting flavor. You can tell they're meat, but you can't tell it's chicken. I didn't think it'd just be chunks of potatoes. I thought it'd be like a potato base soup. Like instead of just having a thin broth like this, it'd be thick and creamy. So it's a little bit different than what I thought it'd be. Smells great though. It tastes really good too. Everything seems to cook very well. Potatoes, carrots have nice texture to them. But I'm gonna see if it has any spice to it at all. And even though it tastes very good, it says spicy potato soup, but it's not spicy at all. So it makes me wonder, was I supposed to add the spicy tomato paste or tomato sauce to it? I don't know. Feeling more like a tomato slash potato soup. I don't know how well this will mix into it, but let's find out. Put about half a pack in there. Alright. Let's see how it is now. Yeah, that added a little bit of a tomato spiciness to it. And that tomato paste has a little bit of a sweetness, I guess you can say, and cinnamon and coriander. It's a very interesting flavor now. See if I can find another chicken meatball in there. Maybe. Oh, there's one. Yeah, that actually adds a nice dimension of flavor to it. I think it's just fine without the crackers. Let's check out our bayberry candy. It's like a red fruit candy. Has a little bit of a soft or jelly center to it. And yeah, those candies are really good. I've always enjoyed those. They're not overly sweet. Has a nice red berry flavor to them. Really interesting. But anyway, that's going to do it for lunch. Everything was really good. But yeah, I recommend eating the raisins and the peanuts together. The spicy tomato paste or sauce really helped out the soup. Everything was great. And I hope you've enjoyed everything so far. But until then, I'll see you at dinner. Okay, here we are for dinner. Our main is going to be the rice pilaf with, I know it says meat, but it's going to be those chicken meatballs again. We have our chocolate bar, sunflower seeds, got our apple drink, we have a tea, got some crackers, honey, and we have our gum. But first, at least this one you don't really have to cook. It just says to add 200 mils of water or boiling water and cover it and let it sit for 10-15 minutes. Let's see what this looks like. It says rice pilaf with vegetables and meat, but yeah, I think the only vegetables in there, yeah, I can smell the fried onions. Got some, looks like carrots in there. Got our little chicken meatballs. But yeah, let's, I believe this is apple. It was last time, I'm sure it will be this time. Nope, don't tear notch. Do it the old-fashioned way. Just use your teeth. Yeah, it's clumpy like last time too. And our tea bag. Okay, let me get some hot water real quick. And here's some water for our drink. We'll start getting that dissolved real quick. Okay, here's some water for our rice. A little spill none, and I didn't, thankfully. Yeah, it has that beef bouillon smell like the soups did. But yeah, I don't know what those are. Could just be burnt pieces of onion for all I know. I'll set this aside, get out of the way, cover it up. Let it sit there, let it do its thing. And some water for our tea. Okay, really not too much to dinner here. There's sunflower seeds out. There we go. And our chocolate bar. I love these chocolate bars. Nice and dark. Get our drink stirred up real quick. Okay. And sunflower seeds, you know, they're just good old sunflower seeds. They're not salted though. Wish they had a little bit of salt to them. Just a little. But they don't. They're still good though. And it's been about 5 minutes, so tea is done. Check that out real quick. Yeah, it's a pretty good tea. I've always enjoyed it. Let's get these crackers out. Call them crackers. I think they'd be more like biscuits because they're kind of thick. They're not very salty either. They could definitely use some salt, or at least eaten with something that is salty. But I'm going to put a little honey on there. Actually, nope. See what this tastes like on its own. Kind of a dark honey. A lot thicker than what we usually have here in the US. Very good flavor though. That is very enjoyable. Don't make a mess. Yeah, it tastes pretty good. Goes pretty well with the crackers. But just like the Monday menu that I done last month, I think the honey would have went better with the multigrain crackers. And naturally, I didn't save them again. But I'm going to put some honey in my tea. Give that a mix really quick. Yeah, it tastes really nice. I don't know why honey always goes really well with tea. But we'll give our apple drink a try also. Doesn't say how much water to use. I used about, I think it was about 250 milliliters. Tastes okay, a little bit sweet. Got a little bit of an apple flavor to it. At least it's not too heavy on the mineral taste or vitamin taste, but it's pretty good. Okay, it's been a good 15 minutes. After about 10 minutes, I gave it a stir because there was still some water in the bottom, and It looks like everything was absorbed really well. I don't see any water in the bottom. Maybe a touch, but I ain't worried about that. But you can definitely see all the carrots in there. Got your little balls, well, little chicken meatballs. Which, they're probably the same as all the others, but let me check them out really quick. Yeah, they're the same, just like lunch and breakfast. But, yeah, let's give this a try. You know, it don't taste too bad. The rice is very mushy. You can definitely see, you know, the individual, like I guess you can say, pieces of onion. I think there's fried onion and regular onion in here. But it has that same beef flavoring of the soup. And I think the dinner from the Monday menu. Even though lunch was potato soup, it still has that same kind of flavoring, which is kind of a shame. But one thing, I can give this some texture. Do some with them sunflower seeds. Alright. See how that does. Yeah, that definitely added some texture. But let's check out our chocolate bar. Looks like a decent dark chocolate. And yes, that's a decent tasting dark chocolate. It's a little bit more sweet than bitter. So I'm guessing it's probably about 70%. Check out our gum. I can't remember what this tastes like from the last ration I done. I'm pretty sure it's mint flavored. And yeah, that definitely seems to taste like peppermint. Not very sweet. Has a decent mint flavor though. The flavor might last about 5 minutes. But you know, sometimes that's all you need. But anyway, that's going to do it for this Russian Expedition Week of Life ration. This is the Tuesday menu. I think everything was pretty much okay. The breakfast, the flavor was okay. The texture, I mean, that was just weird. But the only thing that really disappoints me is that, you know, for dinner I had rice pilaf. Lunch was the spicy potato soup. But the beef flavoring is so heavy, they both taste quite familiar or quite similar. And you might start getting, well, you might start getting tired of these little chicken meatballs. Their texture's really grainy, but I guess they're okay for what they are. You know, they are freeze dried. But anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the review. And if you did, hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.